or call 575-748-2390. The Artesia Historical Museum and Art Center, 505 Richardson in downtown Artesia.
You don't have to live with a non-healing wound. The Wound Care and Hyperbaric Medicine Center at Artesia General Hospital provides compassionate care to people experiencing chronic or complicated wounds. Led by certified family nurse practitioner Rochelle McIntyre, our wound care team will work with you to build your customized treatment plan. Podiatrist Jennifer Chow and Joseph Krupa also specialize in lower limb wound care, and we are proud to have state-of-the-art hyperbaric oxygen chambers, a proven treatment that promotes successful healing. Visit artesiageneral.com/wound to learn more.
Get great service with Pressure Services. Pressure Services LLC specializes in hydrovacs, vacuum trucks, kill trucks, sandblasting and coating, and roustabouts. The Bulldogs are champions on and off the field, and Pressure Services LLC are your champions when it comes to dependable, accountable, and efficient service. When you need it right, Pressure Services will be there for you. Pressure Services LLC, 575-736-1047. Go Bulldogs!
There really is no one quite like you, and no one quite like the ones you love. At Turpinning & Son Mortuary, they take pride in providing families with the best service possible. The phrase, "we make it personal," is not just a tagline. It's the way they conduct themselves every day as they honor the ones you love in their own unique and special way. Located at 611 West Grand in Artesia. Visit artesiafunerals.com to learn more. Turpinning & Son Mortuary, proudly serving our community and your family since 1954.
And folks, it is a triple header of baseball and softball today. We're just waiting for Joby Hodling to connect in, as we've been covering the Artesia Bulldogs and Lady Bulldogs today. And of course, the game softball tournament got all twisted up and messed up because we had the rain delay out at Rio Rancho. But we are just waiting for Joby to connect, and then he'll take over. And once he takes over, then we'll hear the softball game, which I understand is underway in Cleveland. Lady Bulldogs softball team won their first game today by a final score of 7-0 over St. Pius. Gallup beat Berlin 11-1, and that means Gallup and Artesia are playing now. And the winner of that game will play a semifinal game tomorrow morning at 9. The loser of the game coming up, which is game number 5, they will play a game at 9 o'clock in the morning against the loser of the other game that's happening today. Let's see, what else do we have? Baseball, as you just heard, Artesia won, and they are going to advance to a semifinal game against Goddard. That'll be at 1 o'clock. And Goddard had won their ball game by a final score of, let's see, I wrote that down, 9-4. And Artesia won their game by a score of 4-0. And so that is what is happening there. And that means they'll play at 1 o'clock tomorrow at the Sports Kindness Complex in West Albuquerque. Still waiting to see what happens between Berlin and Albuquerque Academy, Bernalillo, and Grants. We're still, those games are yet to go today. And the softball tournament's all messed up because of the rain delays and what fields they're on and how they're supposed to be playing and so forth. So we're hoping that that gets all squared away. NMAA lost their game to Santa Fe Indian today, 8-6. And so NMAA is done. And Gateway Christian was down in their game against Melrose. I think that is almost done. Should be concluded here, but it doesn't look like Gateway Christian is going to be able to advance in the tournament. So that's what we know. We're going to take another break. We've got to get Joby connected. Once we get that done, we'll have softball going on from out at Cleveland High School coming up next.
Hey, Brady Sos here with Richland Motors. Are you a Richland brand champion? If you aren't, you should be. Richland brand champions have benefits like half-price oil changes, 100-point safety inspections, free towing, free loaner on availability, and discounts on parts. And it's easy to become a brand champion. Just purchase a new or used vehicle from Richland, and you're in. If you already have a Richland vehicle, then don't miss out on all these benefits and schedule a visit with us today. Come see us at Richland Motors on 2nd and Sycamore in Roswell and become a Richland brand champion today.
Devon Energy is proud to support Artesia High School athletic programs. By partnering with Artesia, we're making an investment in the long-term future of our community. Sports teach discipline, teamwork, and leadership, skills our youth will use to succeed for a lifetime. From our team to yours, Devon Energy wishes you good luck this season, both on the field and in the classroom. Go Bulldogs from Devon Energy.
The need to grow past our basic capabilities and experience the impossible will forever keep aviation technology evolving. Within the Aviation Maintenance Technology program at ENMU Roswell, students thrive knowing that the faculty and community are supporting their success. ENMU Roswell is dedicated to empowering students through hands-on skills training in a nurturing environment. To learn more, contact us today.
Hey Artesia, Cambria here from your local KFC and Taco Bell. If you're anything like me, sometimes grabbing breakfast is the way to go. But in our small town, it's the same thing again and again and again. But not anymore. We are now serving our affordable and amazing Taco Bell breakfast. We will now open at 7 a.m. with our full Taco Bell menu, including breakfast until 11 a.m. It's never too early for tacos. Yes! Our KFC menu will be available at 10 a.m. We are so excited for this new menu, and we hope you are too. As always, it's great to be a Bulldog, and we hope to see you soon at your local KFC Taco Bell.
Need business cards? Think Ink. How about photocopying, black and white printing, or faxing service? Think Ink. Need to put together a brochure or even desktop publishing? Think Ink. Incredible Printing. For all your printing needs and fast, friendly service, Incredible Printing is the only name you need to know. Visit our location at 514 West Main Street in Artesia, right across from the Derrick floor. For any and all of your printing needs, Think Ink. Incredible Printing in Artesia.
Well, I guess we're connected. Gosh. Hello. All right. I don't know if that's too loud or not. We're back here playing some softball. 2 down, but it's 4-0 in favor of Gallup. And at the plate is their number, it's number 11, Brianna Chi. Bases are loaded. It is a 4-0. According to the scoreboard, but I was trying to, so I don't know, I guess maybe we, well, it's, how did they get 4 runs on the board if, okay. Foul ball right at me for a, foul ball strike. So 4-0, runners on the corners for Gallup. We're in the bottom of the first inning. There's 2 outs. And Brianna Chi at the plate with a 2-2 count. In the circle is Caden Apodaca. Swing and another foul ball. This time the opposite side over to the first base side for Brianna Chi. So we tried to come on from the baseball game, but something was not right. I don't understand that, but it wasn't. So we had to reset stuff, and then now we're back here. The baseball, as you know, the boys won. There's strike 3 on a check swing, and that's out number 3. Great changeup. Got the batter way out in front of it. But the damage done by Gallup in the first. They got 4 hits, 4 runs, no Bulldog errors, and 2 runners left on base. And we'll go ahead and take a timeout here. 4-0 Gallup. We're going to the top of the second with Martinez, Apodaca, and Rodriguez coming to the plate.
Need business cards? Think Ink. How about photocopying, black and white printing, or faxing service? Think Ink. Need to put together a brochure or even desktop publishing? Think Ink. Incredible Printing. For all your printing needs and fast, friendly service, Incredible Printing is the only name you need to know. Visit our location at 514 West Main Street in Artesia, right across from the Derrick floor. For any and all of your printing needs, Think Ink. Incredible Printing in Artesia.
Artesia Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, home-owned and operated for over 50 years, are here for all of your plumbing, heating, and cooling needs. Artesia Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling has the expertise to install residential, commercial, and industrial air conditioning units, including the conversion of evaporative coolers to refrigerated air systems. Cut cooling costs with high-efficiency Carrier units from Artesia Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, your authorized Carrier dealer. Artesia Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, a proud sponsor of Artesia Bulldogs and our community for over 50 years.
He scrubs it off and he kicks dirt on it. Welcome back, Bulldog fans. Joby Hodling here in Cleveland at Cleveland High School in Rio Rancho as the Artesia Bulldogs. Maddie Martinez will step up to the plate for the first time. She is playing first base in this ball game and is batting in the cleanup spot. Here's the first pitch she sees, called strike one. The pitcher for Gallup is Sanaya Haynes, and she is a really good pitcher, throwing some great strikes. The Bulldogs unable to get anything going in the top half of the first, and then the Gallup got 4 hits and 4 runs. There's a swing and a miss on a fastball. Maddie way behind on it. So 0-2 now the count. So they went from a pitcher not throwing real hard against the 4th seed St. Pius, and this pitcher is blazing them up there. So girls are going to have to adjust here. Here's the pitch. That's a changeup. She hangs back, but just basically taps it back to the pitcher for out number 1. Does Maddie on a, she tried to hold back, and she did, but then she just weakly tapped it back to the pitcher. She picks it up. 1-3 the play, and that is out number 1. So that'll bring Caden Apodaca to the plate. Caden is the pitcher here in this ball game, and she'll step in to face Haynes for the first time. Here's the wind in the pitch, called strike one. And I'm over here on the side, so I'm not behind the pitcher. That one looked high in a way, but it was called a strike, so I'm sure it was. So 0-1 the count to Caden. On deck is Kinsley Rodriguez, and then the whole Michaela Lujan. Swing and a miss on it looked like a fastball, and she swung through it. So 0-2 the count to Apodaca. She'll have to cover the plate here as the Bulldogs trying to get something going. We're in the top of the second inning. Congratulations to the boys as they won their game. Move on. There's a swing and a line drive deep, and that ball is out of here for a home run. Caden Apodaca just stroked that straight over the center field wall, and just like that, the Bulldogs are within 3 on that deep home run shot. Straight dead center field. So Caden Apodaca helping her own cause as she spanks that one out of here. 4-1 now at Gallup. We're in the top of the second inning. And coming to the plate will be Kinsley Rodriguez. She'll step in to face Haynes for the first time. Harvey, Zarate, and Martinez left to right. Balone, Charlie, Vicente, and So from third to first, with Marufo catching and Sanaya Haynes in the circle. Here's the pitch. Outside and high, ball 1. So 1-0 the count, and big crowd here for Gallup, and a good crowd for the Bulldogs as well. So every seat taken here at this field 2 on the complex. Same pitch, same result, ball 2. And it seemed like he was calling those strikes there in the first inning, so this time they were a little bit too high and a little too far out. So 2-0 the count. Kinsley steps back in, ready to go. Here's the wind in the pitch from Haynes. Swing and a miss. She got her, and she was way behind that pitch. So the Bulldogs, you know, they played Bloomfield last week, and it was probably the slowest pitcher they've seen all year. And then the pitcher this morning, the lefty, wasn't real slow, but was a lot slower than this. So they're having to adjust. Here's the pitch. High. Ball 3. 3-1 now the count. Gallup, the top seed here in the tournament. And I think it went chalk this morning, or actually they may still be playing morning games over behind us, but I don't think they are, but they might be. Here's the pitch, and that's going to be called strike 2. Change up. So full count now to Kinsley. Back in on the right side. Ready to go. And my computer screen went off, so I don't know if I'm still, I'm still there. Swing and a miss. She got her on the right, looked like a riser or just a good fastball. So she'll sit down swinging, and that'll be out number 2 here in the inning. Coming to the plate, number 9, Michaela Lujan will step in. Face Haynes for the first time here this afternoon. It's been a strange day here at the ball fields with the rain. There's ball 1 high and away. And seemingly multiple people making decisions, and the decisions being, and all of them being in absolutely against each other. Basically, it's happened all day. But finally, somebody made final decision. There's a ground ball hard to the shortstop. The throw over in time, and that will be the final out of the top of the second inning. Boy, the shortstop had her played to pull, and she had a bounce ball between what would have normally been between the two, third and short, but it goes right to the shortstop. She fires it across in time, and so the Bulldogs get 1 hit and 1 run off no errors and nobody left on base. The score 4-1 as we go into the bottom of the second inning.
Transparency and accessibility. Those 2 words are what you deserve out of your sheriff's office in this county. I'm Matt Hutchinson, and I'm running to be your next sheriff in Eddy County. I'm proud to have served Eddy County for the last 17 years, with the last 2 years as undersheriff with Sheriff Mark Cage. We have a proven record of enforcing the law and fighting for your rights. I'm asking for your vote so that we can continue the excellence you have come to expect in Eddy County.
Paid for by the committee to elect Matthew Hutchinson Sheriff. Kim Ballard, Treasurer.
You already know H&R Block does taxes, but here's what you may not know when you file with H&R Block. They also have expertise in small business returns and bookkeeping, and they're open year-round. H&R Block is locally owned and operated, so entrepreneurship is their passion. Their tax pros average 10 years of experience, and you can work with them virtually or in person. Give them a call today at 575-746-3456. All tax situations are different. Not everyone gets a refund. Limitations apply. See hrblock.com/guarantees for details.
All right, we're getting ready to start the bottom of the second inning. The first batter is number 5, and she will look at ball 1 low. She is 0 for 0. She walks. She's a leadoff batter, so they batted 9 batters in the bottom of the first. Back here in the bottom of the second, the leadoff batter at the plate, left-hander. And again, bouncing it up there, so I'm not exactly sure what's going on with Caden, but just not quite on her game yet, as we saw some strange-looking pitches from her, and those continue here. Here's the 2-0. Low and away, ball 3. So again, just a tough, not really, these 3 pitches nowhere close, and this batter led off the game with a walk, and no pitch was anywhere close. So Caden going to have to battle here. Here's the wind in the pitch. And it's high and away, and it actually is over the head, and so got through the glove as she jumped up to try to catch it. So ball 4 on 4 straight, and that's going to bring Brianna Vicente to the plate. She's 0 for 1. She did a little pop fly bunt down the third base line, and coming on and making a tremendously good play was Kinsley Rodriguez. All right, so the batter down at first base is Haynes. At the plate, lefty Brenna Vicente, and here's the wind and the pitch. That's a ground ball to third base. Going to go to second base. Going to turn. Throw it not in time, but a good effort, good play there by the infield as Kinsley Rodriguez gets the fielder's choice. 5-4 on the play for the out. And the turn was just not quite in time. So safe at first was Vicente, but a good turn there by Michaela. Ball is low, ball 1 to number 6, Jasmine Marufo. She's 0 for 1. She struck out her first time through. That looks at ball 1. So there's 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. Okay. Now getting into her groove is Apodaca. There's a swing pitch right back to her. She turns and throws it to second base. To first, not in time. And I had 2 outs somehow. But the 1-6 is the play. I didn't have 2 outs. I was mistaken. So 1-6 is out number 2. And the turn not quite there in time. So out at second base on the force out, runner safe at first, and that brings Morgan Balone to the plate. She's 1 for 1 with a double. She started it off, those runs. And we have a courtesy runner in, number 4. I think that's number 4 for the Crystal Marufo comes into courtesy run. And so at the plate, Morgan Malone will step in. 1-for-1 with a double. She hit it out to right center field, bounced it off the fence out there. First time through. Swing and a miss. Good pitch there from Caden. And she tried to hold up her swing, but could not. It probably would have been a strike anyhow. It was up in the zone, if anything. So here's the 0-1 from Apodaca. Swing and a foul tip back for strike 2. So that pitch down and in. She got just a piece of it. And the count now 0-2 to Balone. On deck is Madison Martinez. So they have a Madison Martinez as well. Wears 00 on her jersey. And in the hole, number 7, Victoria Zarate. All right, here's the 0-2. Change up, pop fly to the right side. And does she have room? She does not. Good effort by Maddie over there at first base. She tried to jump up and catch it. It was over the dugout, onto the top of the dugout. And she got to the fence and then jumped and tried to catch it anyway. So a good effort, but it does go play. So it'll be 0-2 the count, and Balone will step back in. Caden ready to go. She's bearing down. Boy, she's looking serious out there. Here's the wind and the pitch, and that bounces up there. Looked like she tried something different. I don't know if it was a curveball or a changeup, but ball 1 as it bounced about 10 foot out in front of the plate. So 1-2 the count as Balone steps back in. And here's the wind and the pitch. Oh, I guess that just missed a little bit high. Ball 2. Sorry, 2-2 now the count. As that was close, but called a ball. So 2-2. As number 2, Balone steps back in. Again, Apodaca working quickly here. Here's the wind and the pitch. And that's a changeup that just sailed up high. So full count now for Morgan Balone after being down 0-2. And actually had a swinging strike and then 2 foul balls, but now 3 straight called balls. So a full count now as she steps back in on the right side. 4-1, Gallup leads here in the bottom of the second with 2 outs and a runner at first. Swing and a miss, she got her. Good pitch, strikeout swinging. And so the Gallup Bengals get no hits, no runs. There were no errors and 1 runner left on base as we get into the top of the third. 4-1, Gallup. We'll be right back.
This is Senator Stephen McCutcheon. My family's been ranching in southeast New Mexico for a long time. We've learned the value of faith, hard work, and honesty. I knew this campaign would be tough, but I never thought my wife and children would be attacked and my character questioned. My opponent, Larry Scott, is shamefully accusing me of stealing water. In reality, I published that water notice publicly and have nothing to hide. Larry simply can't defend his record and trying to draw attention away from that fact. He consistently votes against our values, raising taxes 8 times, implementing critical race theory, and a 10-year record of open border policies. Just like I learned on the ranch, character is taking responsibility for your actions. Larry, it's time to face the music. We cannot defend our children, jobs, and way of life with behavior like this. To you, the voters, I've never lied to you, and I never will, period. Join me, Conservative Senator Stephen McCutcheon, in defending our way of life. Paid for by Stephen McCutcheon for Senate.
All right, we're going into the top of the third inning and leading off things for the Bulldogs. Number 13, Zoe Warren. She'll face Haynes for the first time here today. It's 4-1. Gallup on top of the Bulldogs. Here's the pitch. Low and away. Ball 1. So Sanaya Haynes in the circle, and she's a good pitcher. They're not ranked number 1 for just any reason. Won their district, and they're the number 1 seed in this tournament. They're not actually ranked number 1, but they got the 1 seed. Oh, and he called that one a strike. Zoe had to move. Felt like she had to move out of the way of it. Strike 1 on the inside corner. So 1-1 the count as Warren will step back in. Here's the wind and the pitch. And he called the same place. Got that inside corner. Good pitch from Haynes. She put it in the same place. Zoe did the same thing. She pulled in her left leg. And then the strike called. 1-2 the count. She steps back in on the right side. Here's the wind and the pitch. Swinging a foul ball off to the right side. She stays alive on a really good pitch. She spoiled that pitch, did Warren. So the Bulldogs wearing orange jerseys with white numbers surrounded by orange, black pants, and high orange socks. Gallup wearing orange pants. Here's the pitch, down low, ball 2, as though it was laid off of that pitch in the dirt. They're wearing orange pants with a white stripe down the side, white belts. Bulldogs belts are orange on their black pants, and they're wearing a dark gray shirt with orange numbers outlined in white. There's a ground ball to the shortstop, to the second baseman. She'll pick it up, go to first in time. She held on to the ball. Throw wasn't very good, but she kept the ball in her glove, and that is out. Number 1 on the ground out. 4-3 the put out, second to first. And so coming to the plate will be Elizabeth De La Riva. She's DPing in this ball game. She'll step in on the right side as Haynes gets ready to go. Here's the wind and the pitch. Outside, ball 1. So 1-0 the count. De La Riva ready to go. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, well behind it. So I don't know if she made up her mind late or just got it blown by her, but in any case, she stepped up and now she's seen that fastball. She'll adjust. Here's the pitch. Swing and a foul ball back. So 1-2 now to De La Riva. On deck is the top of the order for the Bulldogs, Kenna Morrison, and then the hole, Perseus Aguilar. Our score 4-1. We're in the top of the third. Here's the pitch. Down low and in. Ball 2 to Elizabeth. So 2-2 the count. Big crowd here. As I said, Gallup travels well, as does the Bulldogs. So big crowd. All right, here's the pitch. She does not take that. It was low and in. Good job laying off of it, so that runs the count full. And I saw the Gallup pitcher put her hand out to her coach like, boy, did that miss? But it was down and low. That's missed low. Here's the pitch. Swung on. It's hit out to right center. Right fielder goes back. It's going to 1-hop, 2-hop into the fence. De La Riva rounds first, and she's in for a stand-up, 1-out double. Great piece of hitting there. That was a changeup. She waited back on it and then drove it to right center field and split the outfield. So the double puts De La Riva position, and that brings us to the top of the order. Kenna Morrison grounded out to the second baseman her first time, so she's 0 for 1, but she'll step in and try to find a gap and bring the run in and swap places with De La Riva out there at second. All right, Haynes ready to go. Here's the wind and the pitch. Swung on. That's going to be a base hit. Oh, it tails off on the right field line. Looked like a slice. It looked like it was going to be a line drive base hit, but it just sliced foul for strike 1. So again, a little behind the pitch, but much better contact that time because her ground out that she did her first time up was she got way out in front of it and barely just tapped it on a slow roller and was thrown out. Here's a pitch. That's going to be hit just a looper into the left field. That's going to fall. That's going to be a base hit. And so it does move the runner over. Shortstop and left fielder could not get to it. Fell out there in no man's land. So that puts it runners on the corners for the Bulldogs with the catcher, Perseus Aguilar, coming to the plate. It'd be great to see her hit one out of the ballpark here, which she certainly can. Led the team in home runs this year. Apodaca, who was second, has already hit one out of the park here in the ball game. That's called strike 1 as good fastball on the outside corner. Runner stays put. Morrison stays down there at second. There's only 1 out. Don't want to get thrown out at second and get the second out. Here's the wind and the pitch. Down low. Ball 1. 1-1 now the count. So Aguilar steps back in. The wind and the pitch. Ball 2 inside. So 2-1 now to Perseus. And so pretty good hitters count here. They're playing us shallow. I mean, we've hit it over their heads twice, 3 times now. Playing pretty shallow out there. One of them went over the fence. All right, here's the 2-1. Swung on. That's ripped right at. Oh, they're going to double us up. Kenna Morrison got way off the bag. That was right at the shortstop. And they throw it to first base, and so they get out of there with no runs coming across. We only have 1 out. We had runners on the corners. But the line drive to the shortstop and got hung out to dry over there because she was almost the second base. She was halfway whenever the shortstop caught the line. Well, yeah, she took off running like it was 2 outs. So they double us up. And so out at first base is the runner. And so we do some damage, but no runs. 2 hits, no runs, 0 errors, and 1 left on base. We'll be back. It is 4-1. Gallup going into the bottom of the 3rd.
Mayday! 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 Attention Roswell and surrounding areas. Trade in and trade up to a new Ford or quality pre-owned vehicle for thousands less during May Trade Days at the all-new Roswell Ford. The all-new Roswell Ford has new management and a whole new attitude. And this week, any trade goes. Stuck in your loan or lease? Roswell Ford wants to get you released, even if you owe thousands more than your trade is worth, regardless of make or miles. Get huge savings on new Fords with rates as low as 0% for 66 months with no payments till July 4th. Plus, we have a great selection of low mileage, one-owner pre-owned vehicles, all in prime condition, starting at just $10,000. Don't settle for a low-quality, overpriced clunker. Buy a quality pre-owned vehicle from Roswell Ford for a lot less. Worried about your credit? Don't sweat it. We've partnered with the most aggressive lenders that will push to approve you today, even with bad or no credit. Lower prices, exceptional trade-in values, and a better buying experience. Get on board at Roswell Ford, 821 North Main Street in beautiful Roswell, or online at roswellford.com. $15.15 per thousand financed on select models with approved credit.
All right, double out. Madison Martinez for the Gallup Ingles will step in. She's 1 for 1. She singled up the middle her first time through. Caden Apodaca ready to go. Here's the wind in the pitch. Swung on. Pop fly to the right side, which will be foul, and nobody will be able to get there. Jenna got the closest as she was charging in, but couldn't get there in no man's land in foul territory for strike 1. On deck is Victoria Zarate, and in the hole, Leah So, the first baseman. So Madison Martinez looks at her third base coach, steps back into the batter's box. 0-1 the count. I'll give you the Bulldog defense after this pitch. Swung on, that's going to be hit. It went off the leg of Apodaca and then picked up and fired to first from Michaela Lujan for the ground out. Good play there by Michaela, and hopefully Caden is all right. Coach is going to come out and check on her. Coach Crandall going to come out and say, hey, are you okay? Let her take a minute. So he said it went off the end of her toe, or she said it went off. She pointed, told him where it went. So out number 1 on the play, which will bring Victoria Zarate, one of their left-handers. She'll step in. She is 0 for 0. She walked her first time through. That was part of those runs in that first inning, as they got all 4 in the first. Here's the wind and the pitch. Whoa, that bounced about 15 feet out in front of the plate. So ball 1. Apodaca staring in, getting her pitch. Here's the wind and the pitch. Change up, called it. Oh, that would look like a perfect pitch. He called it a ball, so ball 2. I don't know what. I guess, I don't know what happened. 2-0 the count. Here's the wind and the pitch. That one's called a strike, just a fastball. And the batter is left-handed, and she's wanting to slap it, so she starts walking toward the pitcher with her bat starting to hang out, trying to get a slap hit. 2-1 the count. 1 out. Pitch, swing on. It's a foul ball on the right side. She didn't try to slap hit that one. She just swung normal. And that is strike 2. So 2-2 now the count. There is 1 out in the inning. And the lead 4-1 Gallup here in game 2 of the day for both these teams. They both won. Gallup beat, I can't remember, and we beat St. Pius. That pitch barely got there. Ball 3. So 3-2 now the count. And their scorekeeper not keeping up. I don't know what they're doing over there. Now they got it. Full count, 1 out. Here's the wind in the pitch. Swing and a miss. And she got her swinging for out. Number 2, good pitch. Just looked like a straight fastball. I'll bring number 10 to the plate, Leah So. She is 1 for 1. She singled up the middle her first time through. Apodaca with the pitch. Way high, ball one. So 1-0 the count. And just missed. I'm not sure where, but maybe a little inside, ball two. So 2-0 the count with 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Swung on, pop fly to the right side, and oh, she didn't realize it. It could have been caught, but slow getting out of the stance was Perseus. I think she thought it went up out over the backstop, but nobody really screamed at her. I didn't hear them, but she got up late and then couldn't get to it. So that's just a foul ball strike. 2-1 the count. 2 down here in the bottom of the 4th inning. I'm sorry, the bottom of the 3rd. I need to quit looking at their scoreboard. They got stuff messed up. Here's the pitch. Bounced it up there, ball 3. So 3-1 now the count. Apodaca ready to go, spinning the ball in the right hand. And the pitch. Strike called. Strike 2. And Gallup kind of moaned, but it looked good. Of course, I'm over here at an angle, so I couldn't. It was definitely in the upper end of the strike zone, so maybe that's why the moan. The called strike 2. Here's the payoff pitch with 2 outs. Swinging, and it's ground ball to shortstop. Carlo picks it up, fires it to first in time, and that is out. Number 3 on the ground out. 6-3 the put out. Carlo to Martinez, and so that'll bring us to the top of the 4th inning. There were no runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. Carlo will lead us off, followed by Martinez and Apodaca. Top of the 4th coming at you.
Want to guess who supports Larry Scott's conservative record? Why, it's his opponent, Stephen McCutcheon. Listen to Stephen McCutcheon in his own words just a few months ago, praising Larry Scott.
I'll bet you there's probably, on 97 votes out of 100, Larry and I would probably just line right up. We would. I don't have any problem with what Larry's done in the House. He has done an exceptional job, and he has an exceptional wealth of knowledge. He's got a ton of experience.
So why is Stephen McCutcheon's campaign now lying about Larry Scott's distinguished 10-year conservative voting record? Simple. Because Stephen McCutcheon will say anything to get ahead, even lying and impugning the conservative record of Larry Scott. In this election, vote for Larry Scott because he is the conservative you can trust. But don't take our word for it.
He has done an exceptional job.
Paid for by the committee to elect Larry R. Scott.
Kenzie Carlo steps in. She is 0 for 1 on the ground out. She rips this one into left field. Extra base hit. It's going to go to the fence between center and left. She's going to round first into second base with a stand-up lead-off double. I couldn't get my words out for Kenzie Carlo. She just raked that one into left field. Great piece of hitting, and that'll bring the number 4 hitter in the lineup, batting cleanup, the first baseman, number 10, Maddie Martinez. On deck is the pitcher, Caden Apodaca, and in the hole, the third baseman, Kinsley Rodriguez. As the Bulldogs with a 3-run deficit, they start off the top of the 4th right. They got to get runners on to get them around, and they do just that. Our sole run coming from a home run by Caden Apodaca. Now Maddie up there. She's going to swing and miss behind the pitch again. So her first pitch, she did that earlier, was the same way. She was well behind the pitch. She's 0 for 1. She grounded back out her first time, so she'll step in and try to get one, rip it somewhere. Here's the wind and the pitch from Haynes. Inside, ball 1. 1-1 the count. Martinez will step back in. She's up in that 1 position, and this pitcher can bring it, so she's way up in there wanting to meet it when it comes. Here's the 1-1. Swung on. That's going to be a little blooper out of the infield. And she holds up Carlo. So going from from batting to first is Maddie Martinez with the right over the third baseman's head single, and going to third base on the play was Kinsey Carlo. So runners on the corners, Bulldogs back at work. The tying run at the plate. She's 1 for 1 with a home run. That's Kaden Apodaca. She hits another one that'll tie it up. Here's the wind and the pitch. Strike called on the inside corner. That got a groan out of Artesia fans. That was low and inside, and he said strike. Apodaca turned around and looked at the dugout. Strike one, 0-1 the count. Nobody out. We're in the top of the fourth. Runners on the corners, back-to-back hits. And she's going to bloop that one to the shortstop. Oh, no, get back! Oh, we got doubled up again. I don't know why Maddie was far off. Oh, goodness gracious. Those are killers. That's 2 times we've been doubled up at first base on a line drive, and that should not happen. But unfortunately it did. All right, so the line drive out to the shortstop. She fires it across first base for the double play. And now 2 outs, and the runner at third base remains there. There's the pitch inside. At the plate is Kinsley Rodriguez. And so still have a runner down at third base, but instead of no outs and runners at first and third, or instead of 1 out, runners at first and third, there's 2 outs and a runner at third. And there's a call to strike. As that one looked like right down the middle. Kinsley hitched her swing and didn't take a cut at it. So 1-1 to count. Didn't like the pitch. Steps back in, a runner 60 feet away. Cut the run in half if we can get her in. Here's the pitch. Swung on. It's a ground ball to the third baseman. She'll pick it up, fired across in time, and that ends the inning. 5-3 on the ground out. Boy, the Bulldogs run themselves out of another opportunity as they got doubled up once again on line drive and throw out behind the pit player. So no runs scored off of 2 hits, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. 4-1 as we go into the bottom of the 4th inning with Gallup coming to the plate.
Forest Tire, mile after mile, we've been with you for almost 80 years. Nowadays, it seems like nothing is built to last. Phones, appliances, cars, computers. But the new Michelin Defender 2 tire is designed to outlast. With a quiet and comfortable ride, you'll have the confidence you need on the roads, whether they're wet or dry. So goodbye to short-lived and hello to something that lasts. Forest Tire, keeping you rolling since 1944.
The City of Artesia is seeking a full-time water technician to join their team. This is a full-time position with a 3-day weekend every week and on-call responsibilities once a month. The City of Artesia offers a generous benefits package along with your choice of retirement plans. A valid driver's license and high school diploma or GED is required. For more information or to apply for this great career opportunity, please visit the city's website at artesianm.gov. The City of Artesia is an equal opportunity employer.
Bottom of the 4th, ready to go here as Kaden Apodaca facing number 99, Yanaba Harvey. Called strike 1 on a good pitch. She was 1 for 1. She singled out to right center field, did Harvey. But it looks at called strike 1 here in the leadoff things in the bottom of the 4th. Strike 2 on a fantastic changeup. So 0-2 now the count. And they've got the bottom of the 5th. I've got the bottom of the 4th, and I'm 99.9999% that I'm right. Here's the pitch. Strike. No, he didn't call it. It said it was too low, I guess. Ball 1 and 2 now the count. As that was a change up again, but a little bit too low. So 1-2 the count to Harvey. On deck is Chi, and then back to the top of the order, Haynes. That pitch down low. Ball 2 on a fastball. So 2-2 the count. The loser of this game will go to the consolation side. The winner will stay on the championship side. It is double elimination in softball. Baseball, single elimination. It'll be Goddard Artesia tomorrow in the 1-5 matchup as they both win today. Ground ball, second base. Michaela picks it up, throws it first in time. That is out. Number 1 to lead things off on the ground out. 4-3 the play. Lujan to Martinez, 1 down. So that brings Rihanna Chi, the DP, to the plate. She is 0 for 1. She struck out swinging her first time through. Here's the pitch from Apodaca. She tried that swing, and that's strike one. She didn't even get her bat around. It was right down the middle. So 0-1 the count to Chi. On deck is Haynes, and in the hole, Vicente for the Gallup Bengals. 0-1, swung on, pop fly down the left field side. That is a fair ball, and that will be brought in quickly to Lujan at second base. As coming up hard was Zoe Warren. Just a little bloop single over the top of the head of the infield, down the line on the third base side. Warren came charging in, one-hopped it, and fired it into second base. So the one-out single will bring us to the top of the order. Sanaya Haynes will step in. She's 0 for 0. She's walked twice. Here's the wind and the pitch. Swung on, ground ball possibility. There's one, and then no throw across. So we go 6-4 on the play. Fielder's choice. So out at second on the force out. Leaves Haynes at first. And to the plate comes number 1, Brenna Vicente. She is 0 for 2. She's flown out and hit into a fielder's choice. She steps in from the left side. Here's the wind and the pitch. She's going to try that run and strike and a run and swing, and she didn't swing, and it was right down the middle. Called strike one. She steps back in, ready to go. 0-1 the count. Runner is Haynes at first base with 2 down here in the bottom of the fourth. Swinging and a foul tip back and out of play. 4 strike 2. So Apodaca gets her sign from her catcher, Aguilar. And here's the 0-2. Ground ball to second baseman. She'll go to second. He called her safe. Michaela kind of bobbled it, so she had to hurry her throw, and they say safe at second base. So the infield single. Everybody's safe. Runners at first and second, and at the plate, number 6, Jasmine Marufo. The catcher struck out and hit into a fielder's choice. First pitch high, ball 1. So 1-0 the count to Marufo. On deck is Balone, and in the hole, Martinez for the Bengals from Gallup. She squared around like she's going to bunt, but I don't think she is. And there's high, ball 2. Was that not mine? All right, so 2-0 the count. Again, she's got her bat out there like she's going to bunt. Here's the pitch down the middle, but low. Ball 3, so 3 straight that really weren't even close for Caden. So Caden at times most of the time has looked really good, but when she's missing really bad. They're not even close, so they're not even tempting the batters, and she's walked 4, I think. Here's the 3-0. She only pipe this one. Oh, she bounced it up there, loads the bases up with 2 outs. 4 straight that not one of them was close. So right here, Caden's going to need to bear down. They got an out everywhere with 2 down. They just got to get one. They ended up not getting the easy force at second, and now the walks. That loads it up. And coming in to run for Marufo, the catcher, is number 4. And that is Crystal Marufo. So Marufo for Marufo. Courtesy running for the catcher. All right, so going to have to battle here. Balone is 1 for 2. She hit a double her first time through and then struck out her second time. Here's the wind and the pitch. Swung and fouled back for strike 1. Again, the Bulldogs have an out everywhere. Bases are loaded after the missed opportunity at second base for the 3rd out, and then the walk on 4 straight. Here's the wind in the 0-1. Reaches out. Fits it out to left field. Coming on and making a great play is going to be the left fielder, Zoe Warren. She had to run a long ways, but she gets there. And boy, that ends the threat as they were looking to try to add some runs, but could not get it done on the shallow looper out to left field. And coming in hard, Zoe Warren. So in the inning, they get 2 hits, but no runs, no errors, and 3 runners left on base. As we head into the next inning, Bulldogs down 4-1 going into the top of the 5th.
This is Senator Stephen McCutcheon. My family's been ranching in southeast New Mexico for a long time. We've learned the value of faith, hard work, and honesty. I knew this campaign would be tough, but I never thought my wife and children would be attacked and my character questioned. My opponent, Larry Scott, is shamefully accusing me of stealing water. In reality, I published that water notice publicly and have nothing to hide. Larry simply can't defend his record and trying to draw attention away from that fact. He consistently votes against our values, raising taxes 8 times, implementing critical race theory, and a 10-year record of open border policies. Just like I learned on the ranch, character is taking responsibility for your actions. Larry, it's time to face the music. We cannot defend our children, jobs, and way of life with behavior like this. To you, the voters, I've never lied to you, and I never will, period. Join me, Conservative Senator Stephen McCutcheon, in defending our way of life. Paid for by Stephen McCutcheon for Senate.
Kayla Lujan steps in. She's 0 for 1, grounded out to the third baseman. Then she's going to rip that, but they come up, they played her just right. Left fielder was playing really shallow, and she had to charge, but didn't have to run very far. Boy, it was a nice, normally a base hit, but Harvey out in left field had her played perfectly. And that is out number 1 on the first pitch of the top of the 5th inning. Next pitch, next batter, that's another thing, another line drive. And she dropped it in center field. And so Zoe on the second pitch of the inning will reach on an error. Same thing, they had her played perfectly, and she dropped the ball. She's playing really shallow, and she dropped it. So the Bulldogs get a runner on base on the error. Drop ball out in shallow center field on a line drive. So I bring De La Riva to the plate. She's 1 for 1 with a double swing, and it's a ground ball. Slow roller. Third baseman cuts it off. She'll go to second in time and not to first in time as they tried to turn the double play, but they get the fielder's choice. And so good play by the third baseman as she comes charging up and fires it over to the second baseman for the out on the force out. De La Riva beats out the double play. So we're back to the top of the order. Kenna Morrison, who is 1 for 3, looks at ball 1 inside. Sorry, 1 for 2. I said 1 for 3. She grounded out her first time up and singled her last at bat. And with 2 outs here in the top of the 5th inning, Bulldogs have a runner on. They need to get some runners around here. Have a big 2-out rally. Here's the pitch. Swinging and a miss. Behind on the pitch. Throw down to first, not in time. As the catcher, Marufo, fires it down there, but back easily was De La Riva. All right, 1-1 the count. Haynes, the pitcher, back to work. And again, behind the pitch, she fouled it down and backwards for strike 2. So 1-2 now. The count to the senior center fielder, Kenna Morrison. She'll try to find a gap out here somewhere. They're playing really shallow. I'm surprised they're playing so shallow. There is a slight breeze, I guess, kind of blowing in, but it's real slight. Here's the pitch. She's going to hit that one. Foul ball. It went off her foot or something. It went off her left foot. It was rolling down the third baseline fair, but it was a foul ball. So the count remains 1-2. So Morrison steps back in. Haynes looks over to her dugout to get her pitch. She now has it. Here's the wind and the pitch. Swing, and she fouls it to the left side again. So staying alive. That was a pretty good pitch down and in, and she was able to get around and get the head of the bat and hit it right over to our Bulldogs dugout, which is over here on the third baseline where I'm set up. Kind of a nice day now. Finally, it is a beautiful day. There's a little bit of a breeze, but sun shining, clouds scattered. That ball bounces up there, and De La Riva will be able to go to second as it gets by the catcher on a wild pitch. And that was ball 2, so 2-2 down the count. Going to second on the wild pitch. So in scoring position, De La Riva, 2 down, got to get a 2-out rally going. Here's the pitch. And she fouls that one back. Again, just spoiled the pitch as she kind of half swung at it, but did get a piece of it. Did Kenna. So that was the 7th pitch in this at-bat. She's fouled off 4 of them. Here's the wind in the pitch. Swing, and it's a ground ball down the third baseline. She'll pick it up, fire across, and it's going to go over the head And so Kenna will stay, but a run will score. So another error on the back-to-back errors, or the second error in the inning, gets the Bulldogs a run across the plate. As the third baseman's throw was high. And so coming on in was the runner from third, De La Riva. And that'll get us to Perseus Aguilar. She represents the tying run. It's now 4-2. First pitch called, strike one. Just looked like a fastball down the middle. Perseus looking one to groove here with the runner at first. A lot of speed down there at first in Morrison, who just reached on that throwing error. Here's the pitch, swung on, that's hit up the middle, another base hit. Morrison will go into second and stop right there as the center fielder comes up and throws it in. But a 2-out single keeps the Bulldogs 2-out rally going. And now the tying run is on the base paths. And so the number 3 batter in the order, senior, number 12, Kinsey Carlo, the shortstop, will step in. She's 1 for 2 with a double. She doubles here, and it'll be tied. She looks to drive one somewhere. They're playing her so shallow. I'm amazed by that. Here's the pitch, but she pops it up shallow. First pitch in the infield is caught by the shortstop. So doggone it, we left some more runners on the base paths on a first pitch pop fly to the shortstop. But we get some damage done because there were some errors in the inning. We get 1 hit and 1 run off of 2 errors and 2 runners left on base. We go to the bottom of the 5th, 4-2. Gallup with the lead. We'll be back.
It's the Big Savings Produce Sale at Finn's Country Market in Artesia. Large juicy mangoes, 99 cents each. U.S. number 1 russet potatoes, 5-pound bag, 99 cents each. Large Honey Crisp apples, 99 cents a pound. And juicy yellow pears, $2.99 a pound at Finn's Country Market in Artesia. And right now, Pepsi Select Flavors 12-pack cans, 3 for $13 at Finn's Country Market in Artesia.
Welcome to Answers with Ken Ham, presented by the Coalition of Christians for Biblical Creation and Fulkerson Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning. CCBC is an interdenominational coalition of Christians from Artesia who believe that the account of origins presented in Genesis is a simple but factual presentation of actual events. Answers with Ken Ham is brought to you by Fulkerson Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, your best bet yet for great service. For over 41 years, thousands of customers have chosen Fulkerson. Call 622-1600 or visit www.fulkersonplumbing.com.
Bottom of the 5th inning, coming to the plate will be 0-0 Madison Martinez for the Gallup Bengals. She's 1 for 2. She singled up the middle and she hit it back to the pitcher on a ground out on a 1-3 put out. She's leading things off here. She's batting in the 5-hole. Umpire calls time. Not sure why, but he stepped away. Now he's back. Okay, so she squares like she's going to bunt, now pulls the bat back. Swinging, and that's a high fly ball out to center field. Morrison barely had to move, and that is out number 1 in the inning on 1 pitch. So we like to see those short ones. A little line drive out to the center fielder. So to the plate will come Victoria Zarate, batting from the left side. She is 0 for 1 with a walk and a strikeout swinging. First pitch, a little high. She's down that left side. She starts walking toward the pitcher as the pitch is coming, looking to do that swinging, that slap shot. He did not call it a strike. Thought it was. Ball 2. Just missed. As Apodaca with 2-0 to Victoria Zarate. Here's the wind in the pitch. And that's just missed again. Goodness, his strike zone just got tiny. 3-0 the count. I guess that one was up. So 3-0 with 1 out. Nobody on. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning. 4-2 Gallup. And that bounces up there for ball 4. So 4 straight. 3 of them were really close. That one wasn't. That one bounced. That'll bring number 10 to the plate. The first baseman, Leah So, shall step in to bat. And here's the wind in the pitch. She is 1 for 2 with a single. That's a ground ball. Shortstop, going to pick it up, go to second. Turn is in time. She got her. Double play. 6-4-3 on the play. beautiful play. So we're going to go 6-4-3 on the double play, and that ends the threat. As Madison Martinez will lead things off in the next inning. We'll be back.
Our water rights in southeast New Mexico are our most precious resource. But Steve McCutcheon doesn't care. He got caught red-handed for lying, cheating, and stealing our water and is under a cease and desist order from the state of New Mexico. He originally applied for a livestock water permit. Then he switched to a personal use permit. But the whole time, he was selling it commercially to the tune of 2.7 million gallons of water. He knew exactly what he was doing. In August of last year, he got caught, but he has yet to pay back what the state has ordered, over 5 million gallons of water that he owes to the people of Eddy County. To steal drinking water for profit hurts us all. To do so brazenly speaks to the character of Steve McCutcheon. Character matters. This election, say no to a candidate with character so corrupt he would steal our water to line his pockets. Say no to Steve McCutcheon.
Paid for by the committee to elect Larry R. Scott.
This is KSVP and K229AS Artesia.
Top of the sixth inning, the Bulldogs down 4-2. She's 1 for 2 at the plate. Here's the pitch, high and away, ball 1. On deck is Caden Apodaca, and in the hole, Kinsley Rodriguez for the Bulldogs. Gallup has scored 4 runs, all of them coming in the first inning. There's a check swing to the second baseman. She'll field it, throw it to first in time, out. Number 1 on the ground out, second to first. So 4-3 for out number 1. And that'll bring Caden to the plate. Caden is 1 for 2. She hit a home run, her first at bat, and then hit a line drive shot right at the shortstop, who then turned and threw it to first base for a double play as the Bulldog runner had got off way too far on the line drive. And she looks at ball 1 high. So 1-0 the count to Apodaca. 1-0. Nobody on the base pass. Top of the 6th. Too low. Ball 2. So 2-0 now to Caden. Kinsley Rodriguez on deck and Michaela Lujan in the hole. Here's the wind and the pitch. Too far outside. 3-0 the count now. Maybe pitching a little bit around Caden. I'm not sure. 2 of them weren't real close. That one was pretty close, but she did not swing, and it was a ball. So 3-0. Red light here, I would think, and that's going to be called strike 1 on the inside half. Good pitch there from Haynes as she brought it in, and it was called a strike. So 3-1 hitters count here for Apodaca. Here's the wind and the pitch. Big cut, and she come up empty for strike number 2. Full count now to Caden. She'll step back out, ready to go. Haynes looking, now the pitch. Swing and a chopper foul, or a ground ball foul down the left side over toward our own dugout. So just foul ball. Count remains full as they get the ball in from out there. Well, the umpire out there just tossed it to the plate. Not sure why. They're going to switch softballs, I guess is why. So Caden will step back in with a full count. And a new softball for the pitcher, Haynes, to bring to her. Here's the payoff pitch. Swing and a pop fly to the left side. That'll get out of play over there. So staying alive is Apodaca, battling, trying to help her own cause. She's down. The Bulldogs down 4-2, and she is the pitcher, so trying to get on so she can be driven around. Here's the pitch. Swing and a foul tip. Straight into the umpire's mask. So he's going to step around and dust it off. I'm going to watch to see if he does it again. He's dusted it off 3 times in this ball game. And when he steps, he kicks dirt back on it. But that time he didn't. So the third base umpire goes and wipes off the pitcher's plate to give him another chance. So another foul ball. The count remains full. Apodaca has already helped her cause with a home run, her first at bat. Now she's got a full count. Here's the pitch. Swing and it's a chopper foul again over to her own dugout. So another foul ball. Staying alive is Caden. One out here in the top of the 6th inning. Bulldogs need to get 2 runs to tie it up, 3 to take the lead over a very good Gallup team. Here's the wind and the pitch. Change up too high, ball 4, great at bat for Caden Apodaca. So with 2 outs, the 2 outs walk starts the 2-out rally. That's going to be Kinsley Rodriguez to the plate, and she's due. She struck out swinging her first time, grounded out to the third baseman her second time through, so she's 0 for 2 in the ballgame, looking to drive one. She does represent the tying run as she steps in to face Haynes for the 3rd time. Here's the wind and the pitch. High, ball 1. 1-0 the count with 1 out. I thought there were 2 outs. It was only 1, so it's not a 2-out rally. 1-out rally. Here's the wind and the pitch. Swing, and that's going to be a base hit to the right side. So it'll move the runners around as Caden goes to second, and Kinsley gets that single, that 1-out single to the right side. So everybody's safe and to the plate. We're going to have a courtesy runner for Caden Apodaca at second. She is the pitcher. So courtesy runner is going to be Nisel Jimenez coming out, number 6. And so Jimenez at second, Rodriguez at first, and Michaela Lujan coming to the plate. She is 0 for 2. She's grounded out to the shortstop and hit a line drive out to Harvey. That last one, she hit that really well, but they're playing so shallow. Although she's backed off now, she's playing a little deeper out in left field, but Michaela just stroked one out there that 90% of the time would have been a base hit. She was just playing her really shallow and was able to even come in hard and make the line drive catch. All right, Michaela ready to go. Here's the pitch. Called strike 1, a good fastball. 0-1 the count as Michaela will step back in. On deck is Zoe Warren, and in the hole Elizabeth De La Riva for the Bulldogs. Here's the wind in the 0-1. Pop fly to the left side. That will get out of play, and that's foul ball strike and strike number 2. So now Michaela will be covering the base, covering the plate, making sure nothing gets by. She'll be battling up there, which she does anyway. They all do. And she'll be battling up there. And here's the pitch, 0-2, and she's going to be just outside on a changeup, ball 1. So 1-2 now the count to Lujan. Runner at first is Rodriguez, and courtesy running at second is Jimenez for the Bulldogs. They are the tying run at first as it's 4-2 with 1 out. Here's the pitch. Low and in, ball 2. 2-2 now to, almost called her mama's name, to Michaela. So Michaela steps back in. A ball comes rolling in from somewhere. Catcher gets it and hands it to the umpire. Boy, I don't know how that would have been a foul ball. I don't know where it came from. But it's in, and so Michaela ready to go. 2-2 pitch. Foul ball. Good staying alive on a good fastball. She gets a piece of it, fouls it down and back. So the count remains 2-2. Top of the 6th inning, 1 out. Jimenez at second, Rodriguez at first, Lujan at the plate. Haynes the pitcher. Here's the 2-2. Swung on, it's hit well, but right at the third baseman. She's just going to tag out the runner and get the first out, or the second out. She bobbled it. It was a hot shot. I was hoping it wasn't going to be a 2-out, but because of bobbling it, everybody else is safe. So on the fielder's choice, two down, and Zoe Warren coming to the plate. Everybody else is safe. So still have runners at first and second. Zoe steps in. She is 0 for 2, reached on a ground out. She grounded out and then reached on an error, the drop line drive out there from center field, and there was called strike 1. So Warren will step back in, looking to drive one somewhere. Pretty big gap out in right center, as the center fielder really cheating her over to the left, and she couldn't stop her swing. Strike 2 on the half swing. So 0-2 to count with 2 down. Runners at first and second. Again, their tying runs are on board. Bulldogs just got to push them around here. Here's the pitch, and she held off on a good changeup. Ball 1. Boy, Zoe almost took a cut, but she did not. Good job by Warren. Steps back in, 1-2 the count. Haynes, the pitcher, ready to go. And the pitch. That's a slow roller to third base. She'll pick it up, throw it across in time, and that will end the threats. The Bulldogs, again, unable to get them across as they just get them on board. They left 10 on in the first game, and this time they're leaving some runners on the base path as they leave 2 more on the base. 1 hit, no runs, and no errors. We'll be back. Bottom of the 6th, 4-2 in favor of Gallup, the home team. We'll be back.
If you're missing a tooth or several teeth, a dental implant may be the ultimate solution. Implants look and feel so much like real teeth that you probably forget you have an implant. Maupin and Brown Dentistry is one of New Mexico's most experienced implant providers, with literally thousands of implant patients who are absolutely delighted with the results. Call Maupin and Brown today for an evaluation. You'll be surprised how affordable implants can be. Maupin and Brown, your choice for experienced, state-of-the-art dentistry.
I can't believe I just scratched that car. Find my insurance card.
Dude, what do you have in this glove box? Ew, are these socks dirty?
Oh, forget about the socks. I need my insurance card.
Just pull it up on the State Farm mobile app.
But I can do that? Oh, hey, I can do that.
Yep, it's called service.
I can file a claim on here, too?
Yeah, it's called service.
Whoa, I can call my agent, too?
It's called service.
In Artesia, contact Sandy Stockton at 575-748-1111.
First batter is number 99, and that pitch sails high from Apodaca. Ball 1. Harvey, the batter, is 1 for 2. She singled the first time through, grounded out her second. We do have a defensive change coming in at second base. Number 18, Elizabeth De La Riva. Has been the DP, so my guess is Lujan will stay in their same batting order and bat. Here's the pitch, down low, ball 2. So neither one of those even close, and we've seen this, I think, in every inning. At least one batter gets, I'm not saying it's going to happen again, but those 2 pitches were not even close. The first one was way high, like over the head of everybody, and the second one rolled up there. All right, so 2-0 the count. Here's the wind and the pitch from Apodaca. Swing and a foul tip. She's not going to do it again. That one was a heater down the middle, and the batter, Harvey, was behind it. Foul, got a piece of it. Foul tipped it back into the umpire. So 2-1 now the count. Bottom of the 6th, 4-2 Gallup. And Apodaca ready to go. Here's the wind and the pitch. Ground ball back to, and she have to hurry. Throw it. What? It's an error on the Bulldogs. Has De La Riva come up, and she must have, I couldn't see her. She was behind the pitcher, but she must have bobbled it because the ball net didn't come out. It was real slow coming out of her hand, and looked like we were still going to be able to get her, but an error as the ball just rolled over the top of Apodaca's glove. I don't know if she tried to baby it a little or what happened, but safe at first base is Harvey, and at the plate, Rihanna Chi. And they had a courtesy runner come in, and it's number 15 for, actually, I think she is a pinch runner. And so that is Linnell Noda, pinch running. And at the plate, number 11, Rihanna Chi. She's 1 for 2, struck out swinging and singled. Here's the pitch. Bounces it up there, ball 1. 1-0 the count. Chi steps back in. And the pitch. Strike called on the inside half. Chi trying to get that running start, the slap start there from the left side, but didn't swing. And so it was just called a strike because it was right down the middle. All right, here's the 1-1 from Apodaca. She bunts it. Apodaca picks it up. She's going to go to second, get the force. Throw to first is not in time. 1/6 the play. So out. Number 1.
What do you say, man? Somebody rise?
So at the plate is number 5, the pitcher. She fouls that back on a check swing. She's 0 for 1. She's walked, and hit into a fielder's choice. And that pitch fouled off on the check swing for strike 1. So 2 outs now in the inning. They're showing none up on the deal, but there's 2. I don't even know why they keep these deals, because they're always wrong. Here's the pitch. Little pop fly to the infield, and she dropped it. Oh my goodness, but she's going to get her at second. And that is, well, how did I have 2 outs? I'm going to have to undo something here. In play. I see what I did. There was only 1 out. They had it. They still had it wrong because they're showing none up there on the board. But here's the pitch. Pop fly. Out of play. So Haynes does reach on the fielder's choice as we dropped the infield fly, but picked it up and threw it to second base and got the force out for out number 2. And then a foul ball strike to Vicente, who was at the plate. That pitch low for ball 1. So 1-1 to Vicente. She is 1 for 3. She flew out, hit into a fielder's choice, and singled. 2 down here, now 2 down here in the bottom of the 6th. Here's the pitch. Change up. Called strike 2. And making her mind up a little late was Aguilar. The runner got way down the way, and then she looked at her and waited and held it and then threw it a little bit late as she dove back in safely. All right, so here is the 1-2. Change up. Too low, I guess. Ball 2, 2-2. Bulldog crowd wanting that one, and so did Perseus, and so did Caden. But to no avail. 2-2 now the count with 2 outs. The runner at first base is Haynes. Actually, I think she was courtesy run for it, and I didn't switch it. Foul tip. She stays alive at the plate. Fouled that one back on a fantastic pitch. So, yeah, there is a courtesy runner. It's number 8. I'll go ahead and get her into the ball game. Jayla Green, and then a foul ball just came over into play here from over the field behind us. I'm glad it didn't hit me in the head. Well, there's a big crowd watching this game. There's two teams, and I guess the teams that are coming up next on this field maybe, I don't know. But a big crowd here watching the 1 and 5 seed battle. Pop fly, shallow, and it's foul. Giving chase was Zoe, but couldn't get there. Foul ball down the third baseline. I couldn't see it, so I was waiting, watching the umpire. Also giving chase was Carlo out there trying to, but they couldn't in no man's land in that triangle, and now time call, a ball coming in. That's what they were doing. Coach had a ball to throw in to Perseus. So at the plate, Brenna Vicente will step back in. 2-2 it remains. Here's the pitch. High. Ball 3, so a full count now to Vicente. The number 2 batter in the lineup. She's the second baseman wearing number 1. And they don't put those outs up there, and then players don't know. And that may have been what happened a while ago. I was aggravated. I was saying, there's a slap. That's going to be, and she dropped it out there in shallow left field. She had to come on, did Zoe, and it looked like she dove for it. The ball falls, so ends up being a double on a very tough play out the left field. So the Gallup now with runners at second and third with 2 outs. And maybe that's what happened a while ago. The official's not putting outs up there. There are 2 outs in this inning, and it shows 0. So if you're looking at that and it's wrong and you think, it's right, then you could get into a position as the base runner to make a play that you normally wouldn't make. I don't know. I'm not saying that's what happened, but I look up at the scoreboard every once in a while, and almost every time I look, it's wrong. All right, so 4-2, but now they got 2 runners in scoring position. Marufo at the plate. She's 0 for 2 with a walk, and she'll look at ball 1 low. Bottom of the 6th inning. Trying to add some insurance runs are the Gallup Bengals. As Marufo bats in the 3 hole, but she squared around to bunt. I know she's not going to, but it must be her. She's done it every time. She pulls it back. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss on a good fastball. She was behind on it. Like I said, she's 0 for 2. She has struck out swinging. She hit into a fielder's choice, and then she walked her third time up. Here's the 1-1. Called strike 2 on the outside corner. So 1-2 now the count, as Apodaca trying to work herself out of a jam here with runners at second and third and 2 outs. Here's the pitch. It's ground ball up the middle. That's going to get through. 1 run will score. They're sending the second run, and it's going to be 2 runs score on the base hit up the middle. So 2 down, but unable to get them. And so the single puts Marufo at first. And the score now 6-2 in the bottom of the 6th inning. And Balone coming to the plate. She has doubled, struck out swinging, and flew out. Doubled out to right center, struck out, and then hit a pop fly to Carlo at shortstop. Here's the play. Pitch, high, ball 1. On deck is Madison Martinez, and then the whole Victoria Zarate for the Bengals, as they got those 2 runs with 2 outs. Still showing no outs up on the board. It's one of my pet peeves, not running it right. Here's a pitch. That's a fly ball at the right center, but playing it perfectly was Morrison, and she just faded over to her left, not very far, and makes the play. But man, some damage done as they got 2 more runs, 2 insurance runs, as we're going into the top of the 7th. Bulldogs down to their final 3 outs. They got 2 hits and 2 runs, 1 Bulldog error, and 1 runner left on base. 6-2. We'll be back.
Need new windows for your home? Beware of the sales gangster. Jennifer from Trustmark Roofing and Windows here. A sales gangster is a window salesperson with the mobster mentality. They intimidate, bully, and fast talk you into buying their less than quality windows during a 3-hour pitch. Think I'm kidding? Call a few window companies and see for yourself. Or you can skip the sales gangsters and call Trustmark. We have fair, no-nonsense pricing on our premium windows, and our appointments take only about 60 to 75 minutes. Just long enough to listen to what you need, show you your options, answer your questions, and give you a straightforward quote. Then it's up to you. We can take a no just as easy as a yes, but I'll guarantee you this. No sales gangsters. Sound fair? Call Trustmark Roofing and Windows for your no-obligation spring window assessment. 575-755-7663 or visit TrustmarkRoofPros.com.
Trustmark Roofing, we put people first.
All right, stepping in to lead things off here will be Elizabeth De La Riva, now playing second base. First pitch she sees, swing and a miss. She doubled her first time, hit into a fielder's choice her second time. Batting in the 9 hole. Bulldogs got to get 4 runs to keep this game going. It's 6-2. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss. 2 straight fastballs look like she's behind on both of them. So De La Riva looking to strike one here as she's got 2 on her. She'll have to cover the plate well. Nothing close can she let go by. Have to at least foul it off. Here's the 0-2, and that one's low. Good job not swinging at that one. Boy, would have been hard to hit, and that's why she threw it there. Haynes, the pitcher. De La Riva did not give way to it, so 1-2 now the count. Here's the wind in the 1-2. Foul tipped it on looked like a rise ball. She got a piece of it, so she stays alive. Went off the face mask again of the umpire, so the first base umpire is going to come in and sweep the pitcher's plate to give him time to shake that off. So he takes a look in, and umpire's already ready to go, so he'll leave it and go back to his spot over by first, the umpire. So the count remains 1-2 on De La Riva. She steps back in on the right side. Haynes, the pitcher, with the pitch. Swing, and that's a ground ball. Shortstop bobbled it. That's going to be an error. E6, so the Bulldogs get a runner on board. They got to score 4, so they got to get runners on. And they got it on, even though by an error. They'll take it any way they can get it, and that gets us top of the order. Kenna Morrison will step in. She's 1 for 3. She grounded out her first time to the second baseman, then hit a little looper out to left field for a single, and then reached on an error. Oh, she pops up the bunt. It's going to fall. And then the third baseman bobbles it. Everybody is safe. Unbelievable, as That was not the intention to bunt that ball straight up in the air, and it falls behind the pitcher. So that's going to be a base hit, I guess, because nobody touched it. It was a bunt that went pop fly. So everybody is safe. The third baseman tried to get it and throw him out at second, and she bobbled the ball. So that brings Perseus Aguilar. She fouls that one back for foul ball, strike one. She's behind it, so she'll speed up her bat. 1 for 3 is what she is on the day here in this ball game. She flew out, line drived out, and singled her third at bat. So the Bulldogs, 2 runners on, both reaching on, well, one was a single, I guess. Ball 1, that one down and in. So 1-1 now to Perseus. On deck is Kinsey Carlo, and in the hole, Maddie Martinez. I said Mackenzie and then said Kinsey, but her name is Mackenzie. She goes by Kinsey. Here's the pitch, swung on. That's a high fly ball, left field, and that's going to be out number 1. Just on a routine pop fly. So I don't know if she was trying to hit it out or what, but got it way up in the air and shallow. Well, basically just a routine pop fly. So out number 1. And now Coach Polito out. She's going to have somebody come in and run. It looks like for De La Riva. So we'll see who's going to run. It'll be, that is a pinch runner for De La Riva. That's Kinsey Carlo. Here's the pitch, fouls it back for strike 1. All right, here's the 0-1. Swung on. That's a line drive. Foul down the third base line. Boy, that would have been good. That would have been probably clearing the base paths. Went into the corner, but just foul. So 0-2 now on 2 straight foul balls. Bulldogs have 1 out here in the inning. They've got 2 runners on base, well, first and second. And Carlo at the plate. 0-2 the count with 1 out. Got to get minimum 4 runs, keep the game going. Boy, good changeup, and just missed. Gallup wanted it. I thought he was going to call it. Not sure how she laid off of it. Just on the outside. That's why, because from here it looked like it was real close, but it may have been way out. Foul ball back. She took a good fastball and fouled it off. So the count remains 1-2. Haynes back to work. Here's the wind and the pitch. Pop fly to the right side. They got room to catch it. The first baseman will do just that. Doggone it. So just a routine pop fly in foul territory, but nothing to it. Easy to get. So the Bulldogs down to their final out here after getting 2 runners on, one on an error and one on a weird infield hit on a bunt pop fly that fell. Okay, 2 down. Runners at first and second. Top of the 7th, 6-2 Gallup. Maddie Martinez steps in, looks at called, strike 1 on the inside corner. Steps back in, ready to go. She is 1 for 3. Ground out, single, ground out. The pitch swung on, little pop fly in the infield, and that's caught by the pitcher, and that is out number 3, and that is the ball game as the Bulldogs fall here in this ball game. 6-2 to the Gallup Bengals. I'm going to go ahead and keep it right here and give I'll take a break, and I'll come back and give you some stats, and then we'll call it a day. As Artesia falls, they are now 1-1. They move over to the consolation bracket. The Bengals continue into the championship bracket. Take a break. We'll be back with the final stats.
It's time to spring into adventure with a new Chevy Silverado from Guy Chevrolet Company in Artesia. This month, save 10% off MSRP on 2024 Silverado 1500 models when you trade in. We have the largest selection available, and our team of professionals are ready to assist you with your selection and the seamless buying experience that you deserve. We invite you to come see us today here on the corner of 1st and Main in Artesia or at GuyChevy.com.
H&R Block of Artesia is proud to be a member of the community and a sponsor of Artesia Bulldog Sports. At H&R Block, tax time is all the time. They offer year-round assistance for personal or business needs. From simple tax questions to bookkeeping, payroll services, and more. You can trust the team at H&R Block to be there when you need the most. Stop by 502 West Texas Suite A in Artesia or call 746-3456 to schedule an appointment. H&R Block, proud to support Bulldog Sports. Se habla español.
Are you interested in being an electrical lineman? Well, Central Valley Electric Cooperative is hosting a lineman camp on Thursday, May 30th from 9 a.m. to 12 noon at the CVE office located at 1403 North 13th Street in Artesia. The camp is open to ages 16 to 19. Come and learn some of the skills required to be an electric lineman. Lunch will be provided. For more information and to register, visit cvecoop.org. Come see if you have what it takes to be an electrical lineman on May 30th at our CVE Lineman Camp. We hope to see you there.
Forest Tire, mile after mile, we've been with you for almost 80 years. Nowadays, it seems like nothing is built to last. Phones, appliances, cars, computers. But the new Michelin Defender 2 tire is designed to outlast. With a quiet and comfortable ride, you'll have the confidence you need on the roads, whether they're wet or dry. So goodbye to short-lived and hello to something that lasts. Forest Tire, keeping you rolling since 1944.
All right, welcome back up here to Cleveland High School. Our Artesia Bulldogs do fall in their second game of the day. And just so you know, this day has been all jacked up as the start of it this morning was a lot of being told stuff and then changing it as there was raining, and the fields, 3 of them are dirt infields. One is a turf field, the varsity field for the Cleveland Storm. In any case, the Bulldogs and the other teams had to wait because they told us they're going to play. We're moving ahead with it, and then about 10 to 9, they said, nope, we're not going to play. And so we waited. We got on field 1 and defeated St. Pius, the 4 seed, to get to this ball game against Gallup. Gallup defeated Berlin 11-1 in that first game on that field. And then Artesia, around 10:30 or so, we played and defeated St. Pius 7-0. But fall here, the final score 6-2 for the Gallup Bengals. They get 4 runs in that first, and that was really the killer inning for the Bulldogs. And we had some walks and some untimely, for the Bulldogs anyway, little hits that weren't real big hits, but they got 4 runs. They didn't score again until the 6th, the bottom of the 6th. They got 2 more, and the Bulldogs gave up 6 runs on 8 hits. There were 3 Gallup errors, and I'll come back to those in a minute. And the Bengals leave 7 runners on the base paths. For the Bulldogs, they get their 2 runs, 1 in the 2nd and 1 in the 5th. Off of 8 hits, they had an error, and they leave 8 runners on the base paths. The other thing that happened for the Bulldogs is that they had 2 different times. They had runners on the corners in 2 different innings with only 1 out, and they end up hitting a line drive and getting the double play as the shortstop fired at first, both cases. And the runner had come off too far, and so that's what happened. All right, so I'm looking at the schedule. We're on Game 5, so now I need to scroll down to see where we play tomorrow. The Bulldogs will play at 9 a.m. in the morning, and it'll be right here. And we'll be taking on the loser of Game 9, which I don't know who that will be because I don't even know if they've played yet. So Artesia will play in the morning at 9 a.m. The Bulldog baseball team, as you may know, won their game today, defeated the 4 seed St. Pius as the girls did. And now I'm going to look up where we play tomorrow, and I should have already known that, but I've forgotten, and my day has been all messed up, so I didn't have the right thing with me. So I'm looking for the tournament action here. Okay, so tomorrow at 1 p.m. the Bulldogs will be playing, and they're going to be...
That concludes this presentation of sports on AM 990 and 93.7 FM.
Comes in with the 1 seed. They win. today, and the Bulldogs have the 5 seed. They win today, so they play tomorrow afternoon at 1 o'clock. And it'll be here on KSVP Radio. I don't know yet if I'll get to call it, but I will be here in the morning calling the softball game as the girls now have to battle back through the consolation side, and the first game will be in the morning at 9. So thanks for tuning in here, KSVP Radio and KSVPTV.com. This is Joby Hodling saying have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you in the morning.
That concludes this presentation of sports on AM 990 and 93.7 FM KSVP. Sports on KSVP AM and FM is presented by Artesia Animal Clinic, Artesia Credit Union, Artesia Family Health Center, and Presbyterian Medical Services, Artesia Ford Sales, Artesia General Hospital, Artesia Plumbing and Heating, Artesia Police Department, Big O Tires, Bob Reed Pest Control, Buckhorn Productions, LLC, Business Notions, Kane Electric Supply, Central Valley Electric, Cisco Equipment, Deans Incorporated, Devon Energy, Dooley's Auto Sales, Edge Safety, ENMU Portales, and ENMU Roswell, Faith Baptist Church, Forest Tire, Guy Chevrolet, H&R Block of Artesia, Hermosa Church of Christ, HF Sinclair, Hawker & Sons, J&J Home Care, JS Ward, KFC of Artesia, LaFonda, Lois Oliver Real Estate, Moppin & Brown Dentistry, Pecos Valley Equipment, Pepsi, Pressure Services LLC, Primary Residential Mortgage, Ridgeland Motors, Roger and Ramona Kilpatrick of Berkshire Hathaway Enchanted Lands, Roswell Seed Company, Smile Expressions, Southwest Printers, Sun Country Garden Center, Tate Branch of Artesia, Turpinning & Sons Mortuary, Trustmark Roofing, University of New Mexico, Wilbanks Trucking, Sandy Stockton, and State Farm of Artesia. Thanks for tuning into this presentation of sports on KSVP AM and FM. We now return you to your regular scheduled programming.
We've given them everything but the tapes.